How about demagnetizing a magnet? How do you do that? If you can make a magnet, you can also demagnetize a magnet. You can make a magnetic material acquire magnetic substances. Then you can also make that magnet to lose its magnetic substance as well. So we say this topic now is a method of demagnetizing a magnet. You have a magnet, you want to make it lose its magnetic properties. So how do you do that? Now, there are three main ways of doing that. Number one is, of course, the electrical method. Number two, we have the thermal method. And then number three, we have the mechanical method. And I'm going to be explaining that in detail. So first of all, the electric method. How do you demagnetize a magnet using this method? Again, the solenoid comes into play here. You know, remember, when you want to make a magnet using the electrical method, you have to make use of the solenoid. Now that's the method employed in industries to make magnets. Now, if you want to demagnetize a magnet also, you have to bring in the same solenoid, of course. Okay, let's see. So we have this one goes here like this. The current flows in this direction. So of course here is this. Of course, the flows this way. Here will be the south pole, and here will be the north pole. And of course, the magnetic material. So the magnet will be inside here. Now, there is a way you have to orientate this apparatus or this setup. You have to do it in the east-west direction. East-west direction of the earth. You know, the earth's cardinal point. This is north, south, east, west. So you have to be in such that this solenoid is orientated in the east-west direction of the earth. And then you turn on this circuit, then you pull out the magnetic material, so the magnet from inside. You pull it out to a distance, like that, and then you stop the current. So when you do that, you find out that the magnet has lost its magnetic property. So it's just as simple as that. But make sure, it's important, that the solenoid is orientated in the east-west direction. That is where the sun rises. You know, where the sun rises to where the sun sets, like that. Then what about the second method, which is the thermal method? Yes, you can use the thermal method. It involves the use of a blow torch or a blow lamp. That's kind of the torch used to do welding, or the torch used to braze in HVAC, in refrigeration and air conditioning. Okay, so you use that, you heat the magnet, or you can just put it in a hot, a Bunsen burner in the lab. Once you heat it thoroughly to a point, and then of course that will make it lose its magnetic properties. And then the last one is called the mechanical method, number 3. The third way to make a magnet lose its magnetic properties is through the mechanical method. And what does it mean? If this is the magnet here, you just take a hammer to hit it. You strike it several times. That's going to make it lose its magnetic properties. So, to recap, we say the methods of demagnetizing the magnet are 1, the electrical method, the thermal method, and also the mechanical method. That's it.